Good morning. Good morning. It is 2:45 a.m. It's a Monday morning. I am on my way to the gym. We are, how can I say this? We are, in our house, we are experiencing many levels of change. We have Malachi, who's just going through an immense amount of change. He's graduated from high school. He's been sworn into the United States Air Force. He's 18. There's a huge shift. Me and my wife are at my age of 40, at her age of 30 something, learning about finances. So we're taking these classes every Thursday. Malachi's no longer going to be on the audio visual side of our business while he's handling his basic training and his military duties. And we got school going on. We got different growth and development in our business. We're trying to learn how to live on this budget. And at the age of 40 years old, you would think that you knew how to handle the majority of the things that were coming your way. And what I'm learning is that you're never going to stop learning. You're never going to rise above the process. You're always going to have something that is propelling you to change. And when you fight against that thing that's propelling you to change, you start finding yourself in a sense of deadlock, stuck, just stuck. And when you refuse to move into that position of change, you find yourself fighting against a never-ending battle. And for somebody like me, well, I'm used to change. In 1995, I was sentenced to 8.5 years prison sentences. I wasn't even 18 at the time. Change. And then every year since then, change of huge magnitudes. So now we come into this season of our life. Change. Change. And I've already seen what happens when you have change and you haven't embraced it. It ends up just being some big, long heartache. Because those who don't embrace change embrace staying the same, and nobody wants to stay the same. As much as Malachi leaving changes the dynamic of everything that we're doing, I appreciate change. I appreciate everything that comes with it. I appreciate, especially being in real estate, I appreciate old buildings going down. That means new ones can come up. If you didn't have change, you would have drab, dreary, same old, same old. You wouldn't go to a downtown and see new things. I know it sounds like I'm preaching, right? So now my prayers are just for God to just give me the heart to embrace change. And to have faith that why or whatever the reason for the change, it's good. Change is good. Change helps you grow, expand. You know, and I still can't help but think, we're learning finances, and I'm so thankful. I feel like, the car called life has shifted in a different gear, right? Not neutral, not reverse, just a different gear. Maybe second, maybe third, maybe overdrive, whatever. But not neutral, not reverse, just different. Change. Different. Change. Different. Change. And I feel like if you don't have something different and you don't have change happening, then you're staying the same. And as humans, I can't believe that we're intended to stay the same. It's kind of like a cell phone. I'm waiting on a particular phone to come out right now because I know that phone has a change that should help me take what I'm trying to do to the next level. Change. Just simple as that, change. You have to embrace it. Learn to love it. Appreciate it. And a lot like a roller coaster, speaking from somebody who loves roller coasters, it's something you have to embrace with your eyes wide open and your hand not so tightly clutched to the bar that you feel like if you let go, you'll fall out. But throw them in the air and just have faith that that change, that ride, it's not intended to throw you off. It's just intended to give you a better perspective on life. So my prayer this morning was simply change. Just give me faith, the change, to embrace it, to love it, to honor it, to accept it. Because for as short as life is, I'm okay with things not always staying the same. I'm okay with change. My life has been a series of change. It happens. Kids get older, they grow, they leave. I sat down with the family today that we had worked with before, well, not today, on Saturday, and the daughter that I had met so long ago was now a grown woman. She was ready to leave the nest. I bought her parents a house. Now we're working on her house. It happens. But I'll end with this. Keep something in mind. As much as we should enjoy life, live an honorable, a good life, a life dedicated to worship and praising God, understand that if you do that, you can have the best life possible. I also understand that even in death, after a good life, is promotion. Think about that for a little bit.